Hello, this is Devin Morgan. I will be doing an instructional video on how to play Cash Flow 101 for Kids by Robert Kiyosaki. The learning objectives that we're going to be introduced to as we learn how to play Cash Flows 101 are first and foremost understanding assets and liabilities, learning about good versus bad investment decisions, and learning what the key financial statements are. So to begin the game, Cash Flows 101 for Kids, we first start off with the financial statement. And Robert Kiyosaki lines this up really well and makes it really simple to understand. On the left, you have the balance sheet, which is essentially your assets and your liabilities. And then you have your salary, your monthly salary. And then you have your list of expenses and you have your list of cash flows. Everything is either negative 100 per check or per month. And, and then you have plus 100 on your cash flow. And of course, here your salary is $1,000, and you take your $1,000 and you subtract your expenses, you add your cash flow or your assets, and then this is what you get on payday. Every player starts with $3,000, and each player picks a piece, and you roll the dice. On the board, as you see, you're going to have your red circles, your red spaces for liabilities. You're going to have your green spaces for cash flow opportunities. And then you have your sunshine cards. And these are normally things that kind of come out of nowhere that might add cash into your pocket. So if we were to roll the dice, you get a 2. Your first space counts as 1, and then you go left. You start off going left or clockwise. So we landed on a asset card. And this asset card says real estate. You may buy a rental house, raise the roof, put your hands in the air. You pay $1,200 and you add $200 or 2 cash flow pieces to your cash flow. So this shows us that, or this shows the player or the child or the student that you have invested. If you invest $1,200 into this piece of real estate, this will gain you 2 pieces into your cash flow bucket. If I land on a liability card, real life expense, buy the latest cool cell phone, you pay by credit card. So this teaches us that, hey, I decided to buy a cell phone and I use my credit card. Well, that credit card is an expense per month. So I would add a red chip representative of minus $100 or negative $100 to my expense column. So now if I hit a payday, I go $1,000, subtracting $600 of expenses, which puts me at $400. And then I add my $200 in cash flow, and that puts me back up to $600. And last, if I land on a sunshine card, this one says sales up. There's a huge demand for your new business ideas. If you own a business, spin the spinner wheel to see how much money you've earned. Now, as of right now, I don't own a business. Okay. One of the sunshine cards might actually, one of the asset cards might actually be a business that ends up being an asset, because a business is going to be an asset, right? Because it produces money. And so if I own the business, the Sunshine Card will allow me to spin the wheel. And based off of what number I land on, that's the amount of money that I will get paid out by the bank. Thanks for taking the time to check out this instructional video on how to play cash flow one-on-one for kids. I want to give credit to Robert Kiyosaki, who is the creator of the game and also the author of the Rich Dad Poor Dad series of books. You can find the series of books and the cash flow games at www.richdad.com.